Hey. You doing a Skriddle? Also, what am I doing? Being a barbarian. Boop, boop. Hey, puppy boy. Look at you. Look how handsome you are. Look at how handsome you are. You're my big boy. Here, let me get you some more room. Hey. Hey. Aw, happy cat. Here, you do this while I set up the Mega Mod. Love that. Let's see, what do I want? I do not want a desktop icon. Executable, I do want. I do want HD data. I think you can toggle these in the options. So I don't have to choose just one or the other. Not that location. This location. But also, like, in a named folder, please. Thank you. I guess downloads is fine. Mr. Man. Mr. Man. Uh, it might be worth it to show my screen. How would I do that? Let's just duplicate this one. Yes. Except I actually do need to rename it. Boop. Boop. Display capture? That looks about right. Except it is not in front of or not behind of my... There we go. Bubba Cat. What you doing, man? You little fluffer tails. Alright. Cat time is over, apparently. So, we have the Ur-Quan Masters HD Megamod 0.8.4. Unassuming number, but it has all of this. It's got Starseed mode. It already had randomizer, but this shuffles the location of plot events, homeworlds, fleet locations, and artifacts. So not only does it shuffle resource planets like it used to, but it also shuffles the location of exact homeworlds, so you can't just go where you expect them to be. I wonder if the portals for the Arilu, Lalile, Lalilulilo. I wonder if their portals are shuffled because, I mean, those are on the star map. It also allows you to shuffle your ship seed, which gives you which ships alien races have access to. A ship storage system at the starbase, so you don't have to, all the ships that you own don't like aren't slotted to your home mothership. They can be slotted to your starbase, so you don't have to choose between one or the other. Also, you don't just lose out on gift ships. It's good tea. A system that locks your fleet by the melee point value, so you can't just go into with overpowered ships. Cool, we have some quick save, quick load. I bet I could map that to my controller, which I'll probably play with just because, you know, old game, 3DO controls. And lander cargo scatter, so if your lander explodes before beaming back up, instead of losing those purples and having a save scum, you can just go back down and pick up the fraction of debris that it dropped, get some of your purples back, which was very brutal from their base game, so it's good that's not the case anymore. This is really quality. I'm not gonna lie, I was really impressed to see these changes as recently as March 20th. It's good shit. It's good shit. Um, Probably shouldn't be showing this stuff. Probably shouldn't be showing this stuff. Computer directories and stuff. Blah, who cares? I don't have anything nefarious on my tabs, do I? Not that not that anything would be that nefarious. That's why I just stream like this because I don't really have much to hide. Nothing up the sleeves. In fact, no sleeves at all. Wild though, very wild. I just realized my ears are just like raw dogging it out there. Let's scoop this back here. Oh, puppy dog, that is a neighbor. Hey, Mr. Pup. Hey, what does this look like? The Mag Store stream? No. No. Come on, man. Also, that's how your pillow keeps falling off the windowsill, is you keep pushing it off because you keep digging in. Crazy dog. What was I gonna do? Right, let me just set up some other stream stuff while this loads. Boop. This is like struggling quite down bad to load. If I'm losing frames, it's because I'm doing a lot of stuff. My bad. This looks pretty good, actually. Although I'm kind of off screen. I don't know how that happened either, because, oh, I was playing with the cat, right? You know how it is. Do, 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 do. You know, if I was a good streamer, I would have some music going. Especially when I have the soundtrack for this game. Boop. Where is the... What is it even called? The Deep Space mod? The Deep Space soundtrack? Hyper? This is the old school one, but whatever. Might be my stream starting music. gonna end. It's the perfect length for a stream start sound too, but this is also gonna end before the download, unfortunately. The install, the download will beat this, but the install will not. This is a slapper. Oh, it just resets. Open file. What about... Oh no, I was wrong. The download's doing more download stuff. Like Numa, dude. Oh, I just realized this is not only blocking the thing in the background, which is probably still bad form, but also you can see all the dumb games I play. I had Battle.net despite the only game that I'm currently playing is really Heroes in the Storm. Which I suck at. No drinking in this pitcher, doesn't matter. So, there was this tall thing of Costco honey for guest gifts for our wedding. And we ended up with, like, we bought 3 tubs, we used 2, we ended up with 1 left over. And we was going to return it to Costco, which is where we got it from. Great place, great business model, by the way. So I'm not too mad that I couldn't return it, which is where the story is getting to. Couldn't return it because the day we was going to go do it, my wife's getting ready for school kind of in a panic because, you know, end of school year is kind of busy for teachers. And as she's grabbing her purse and everything else, and is walking by the corner where it's shelved, like, it yoinks the purse, yoinks it, knocks it off, it lands lid first and explodes. And she's like, well, the lid's damaged, can we still, like, return it though? And I'm like, no, one of the shards of the lid stabbed into the little thing. He's like, oh, did it make a mess? I'm like, no, it didn't make a mess, luckily. It's, like, all thick and stuff, so it didn't come out. But it is definitely, like, no longer sealed, so I'm just like, oh, I hope you like honey for your drinks and your food and cooking and stuff. Surely we can use it. So now instead of sugar, I'm using honey. Not my first choice of sweetener for an Earl Grey, but it's not bad. Ooh. Bow, bow. Love this one. Hate to skip it because I'm gonna open something else, but what about subspace? Here's space. Subspace. It'd help if I knew what it was called, but I don't. How about we go with, actually, maybe it's just called space. Oh. Guess who's stupid? This guy. Let's go with Orbit's soundtracks then. Which I just... What? My brain cannot follow. Got there. Ooh. Got there in the end. Got there in the end. A special deal, bargain unequaled. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong. I got on this and I was just like, well, hold on a second, let me go sell some crewmen so I can afford this. I'm just kidding, of course. They're not the Thordash. I'm giving the Thordash a bad name, actually. That's not even the right. Also, stop opening my downloads folder. Close. Also, close you. Wasn't the Unga, wasn't the Utwig, it was one near the Utwig. The Druge? The Druge sound about right. What you shaking? What's shaking, Mr. Bacon? Mr. Knox? Hey, Noxious. Hi. hard to believe that it's not copyright. It's definitely part of the prequel pack. Unless I'm wrong, in which case we're stream. Children of Infinity real quick, which by the way, the sequel to this game coming out this year, summer, maybe fall, is called Children of Infinity. 3 stars Children of Infinity, to be specific. I think Children of Infinity takes you to other things as well on Google, you know. I wonder if the Andros come back in Restart Children of Infinity in any real capacity. Also, is there a way to like upload or whatever? This stuff going on here? Must be signed in. Okay, whatever. Oh, that's something else that'll help me actually. SDL2 support, so I can plug in, connect the gamepad after the game loads. Because again, I'm gonna be using a gamepad, just generic gamepad. I don't even like wireless, but this one is wireless, but it's actually a pretty nice wireless one. How's that download coming? Almost there. There we go. No readme, yes, Megamod. Ooh, let's nix this. And then, let's, oh, well, before I do that, duplicate. All this is part of making a duplicate of a duplicate. Alright, screen capture in Ur-Quan. Add game capture. Oh, this looks way bigger than also not organized correctly. Or step 1. Step 2 is here we go. Pretty goddamn crisp, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be on this, am I? I mean, I've given some feedback on this in a few builds, but I wasn't expecting to. And it loops, by the way? Oh, it just loops. It's pretty impressive that it loops. It doesn't do that by, like, default. Let's see if this works. Oh, no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, sweet. It just works out of the box. That's kick-ass. Pretty badass. Let's do... look at all that pixel. Look how pixel that is. Still good pixelated. Like, this is good shit. But I mean, like, look at the difference, though. That's actually not even new. That's like 7-ish years older, however long this mod is. It's at least 6 years, I think, because I did check this out before The Great Sickening. Let's go with that. Menu style, text pictograph. I do like text, I think. Plus, it's more descriptive for if you're streaming. Hey, you know what? It just occurred to me. The aspect ratio of this guy will allow me to do this with the... more, less. Huh? Oh. Well, I can't actually... Oh, I'm moving the wrong thing. Of course I'm moving the wrong thing. Yeah, I think I have a reference point so I can see how far over. Although I could just do math. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna imagine that's a good reference point, which means I can do that. Sweet, check this shit out. What was I doing? Right. Font style gradients. I'm gonna do gradients. Cutscene, slides, or movie? I wonder if the movie... I don't know, I'll use slides, because I'm pretty sure they're probably remastered slides to a degree. Remastered probably means like a wipe 4X with some art direction. Which isn't to say AI, because again, this was like 7 years ago that they did the HD part of this stuff. So, no. Smooth melee zoom rather than step, where it like goes like boom, boom. Zoom is like ooh. I don't know why I'm like mansplaining to a whole ass how this works. Crossfade, alpha blend. Always alpha blend in SDL1 hyperspace color. Deeper shade of red, DOS is lighter shade of red. Whoa, that's a low. Whoa. It scrolls down. Speech enabled. Subtitles, oscilloscope style, planet style, star background. HD mod one? I haven't seen the HD mod one, I don't think. That might be new, so I'll check that out. Stats display. Again, text probably because it's more descriptive. Wait, there's a pulsating one? I want pulsating. I was about to say, I thought that's supposed to be pulsating, but I know it's kind of a... Scan sphere overlay. Lander view style. Visuals. Date format. Sure. Redo concept art. Alternative UI? I haven't seen the alternative UI, so why not? Full view value. I'll check a decimal. Decimal fuel. I like decimal fuel. Don't you hate it like when your tank's on empty and you're like, well, how empty are we talking? Are we talking 1 mile or 5? Fuel range indicators. Oh, you know what? I want all range indicators. Range indicators are kick-ass. You just use custom. I'm gonna just use everything cool. Animated stuff. A lot of this stuff is really new. I'm sure, why not? I do game over cutscenes. I want to see what the untranslatable thing is. Dude, I want to just see all this stuff. Nebula enabled. Orbiting planets. I like that. Sure. Unscaled view. 4 times scale of the original. Unscaled orbit dots. Oh, yeah, disabled on that one. Because I know what that one does. It does like a different... generates the little dots of a circle thing. And they redid a newer thing. So the newer thing is actually disabled, is what I'm trying to say. Hazard colors. Sure. Planet map textures. Lander upgrades. Enabled. Holy crap, there's like so many things. Also, this is very loud. The first thing I might want to do is, if I ever remix this into a video... Oh no, it's hard to do. Never mind, I figured it out. Not that. Mixer. Doing it live. What if we do... $40. This is good. Positional audio, sound driver, sound quality. I'm gonna trust all that. 3DO remixes, precursor remixes. So this overrides the PC with 3DO. This overrides 3DO with precursors remixes. And this overrides precursors with Volosaurus's remixes. I'm gonna try Volosaurus's. Next time I play this, for whatever reason, I'll try Precursors remix. I can also switch this halfway through the game, because this is easy enough. Just like I could switch around some of those other settings. Interplanet, alien, ambience. Yeah, right, because... Oh! So, disabled means that hyperspace music is always hyperspace music. And spoilers, I think, used to be the setting where hyperspace music was specific to the alien race whose hyperspace you're flying through, whose region you're flying through. But no spoilers is that, but it only changes the music when you're in owned territory that you're familiar with, so you don't just automatically know you've switched into a thing, which is really cool. Menu music, yeah. Menu music resume. 5-minute timer resets individually, indefinite. I'm gonna go with a 5-minute timer, that sounds pretty cool. So if you ever, like, basically... Let me turn my phone off, by the way. So if you ever re-enter an area where the music was once playing within 5 minutes of it, you, It's gotta be a scam. Who else hates phones? Boop, 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 boop. Return to setup. Controls. Control display, bottom player arrows, top players, yada yada. I technically have an Xbox controller. Sure, why not? Quality of life. Skip intro disabled. Partial pickup, hell yeah. Scatter elements, right, so this is a new setting from this build, where if your lander explodes on the planet surface before you get it up back to the mothership, you drop some of your cargo. So you don't just lose every single purple on the planet because you gathered them all, and as your lander goes to leave, it gets exploded, destroying all the ultra rares with it. So I'm definitely turning that on. In-game help menu. I just want to see it. I mean, I haven't played this in a minute anyway. Smart autopilot, find the quickest way out of the current star system. Already be facing the direction of the set coordinates when it enters hyperspace. Sure, why not? Cheapest route or quasi-space. Sure. Show visited stars. Sure. Bottom of the main, cooking a ship for your fleet. Right, so this enables the starbase having a ship storage yard as well as like the one that your ship comes with. So you no longer lose out on ship gifts if your ship is full. Advance. Difficulty. Original, easy, hard. Much, much harder. I probably do not want to do hard, but I'll do original. Extended lore. I like extended lore. Nomad mode. This is a no starbase mode. This is actually pretty cool. You can do this in the regular game too, but it's much harder because when you do it normally and you opt not to go to the starbase, the game has a built-in failsafe to softly convince you not to abandon the starbase and just go sailing the 7 star seas by making those probes spawn rate like 20 times higher or something crazy like that, and your ship cannot outrun them, so you like have to fight your way all the way through it without upgrades. Which isn't to say you can't, because you can beat the probes. And as such, you can technically beat the game without entering the starbase. Slaughter mode. I kind of want to enable that, because that just shrinks spheres of influence for alien races if you blow their ships up repeatedly. Fleet point system. I bet you could probably do a pretty quick speedrun of this game if you enable slaughter mode. I'm pretty sure you can't actually defeat the Ur-Quan with this, though, because that would be against the lore anyway. But, I mean, don't you wish you could? Limit the amount of ships in your fleet based on melee values. Max points equals 60. Easy is 90, hard 30. Additional points equal 2 times each allied race's ship value. Easy 3 times. Hold on, let me reprocess this. Plus additional points equal to 2 times of each allied race's ship value. So the max point's 60. Additional points to allied race's ship value. Ship value. Does that mean that it balances it with the cost of the ship in the game? Because that would make sense, as that makes sense with the economy too. So more expensive ships have a slight damp because they're already expensive. I'm gonna try it out because why the fuck wouldn't I? The shipyard has a ship storage anyway, so I'm not losing anything. Oh, there we go. Star map seeding, so I can randomize this shit. Original game. So I can. This is the original randomizer. I played this 3 years ago or something like that. It randomizes the planets, but the stars stay the same, and homeworlds and stuff stay the same. This seeds the location of Melnorm trailers, rainbow traders, rainbow worlds, quasi-space portals, and planetary resources and solar systems. So basically the same thing the other does. And to answer my question, it does randomize the quasi-space portals. And this one is the most modern randomizer. It randomizes the locations of all plot events on the star map. Homeworlds, fleet locations, dialogue, artifacts. And this is ship seeding, meaning you can actually reassign ships to different races. Different races get different ships now. And default value is 16807. This is the normal seed, so you also have to make sure to... How do you randomize this? Only works for new games. Do I just blank? I'm gonna leave it blank, because I imagine that would work. If it crashes, then I have a bug to report. Hey, cheats. I love cheats. Okay, so you can just add or remove stuff to your thing. And this just increases the time before the star cleansing happens. God modes. Infinite energy. Time dilation. Fast and slow time. Bubble warp. Instantaneously warp to any spot on the star map. That's pretty cool. Head start. Unlock ships. Wow, this makes the game really approachable. Hell yeah. Let's go. Original, because hard might make it to where if I fuck around and explore, I run out of time. Because the game's on a time limit. It's sort of like Majora's Mask, but without the rewind button. You can stall, but you can't rewind. This looks better and better every time I see it. A huge underground city. Filled with technological wonders of an advanced alien race, the Precursors, who vanished 1,000 centuries ago. So 1,100 years ago? 100,000 years ago. But then, the main Ur-Quan fleet broke through the Alliance's defensive line, isolating the planet, stranding the scientists 100 light years away from Earth. They waited hopefully for a rescue vessel, which never came. "20 years have passed. We, the survivors of the research mission, have colonized this world. We continued our investigation of the underground city. I say okay. And we have discovered its purpose. It is a factory. A factory for building starships. But there aren't enough materials to make a complete vessel. We can finish only the skeleton of one starship. But that must be enough. Because you must captain the vessel and return to Earth. To travel the great distance, you must push into hyperspace. Find out what has happened over these many years. 20 years. Tell Earth of our plight. And if the war with the Ur-Quan still rages, fight for Earth and the Alliance as well as you can. Oh, baby cat. Enter a name. Yeah, I'll do that. Sweet, it fits. Love that for me. Oh, the ship name. Anybody in chat, you have like 20 seconds to suggest a name for a starship specifically, in case you are lurking and have no clue what the hell I'm talking about. Kitty, 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 kitty. Ah. 10 seconds. Gives me a moment to play with my cat. You like to be named as a starship? Aww. I appreciate the reply. Also, thanks for replying. Also, thanks for watching. Cat name. I'm gonna give you the ES Zayla. Oh, I'm working with a controller. Hello, game? My controller didn't die. Hi, cat. You giving me kisses? I give you kisses. She hates that. Ah, she chew. I'm hitting all kinds of... Oh, I must have clicked over into not the game. There we go. Navigate. Navigate. This is the part where the game does something, right? Hold on. Ah, so the pause in that works, but the joysticks do not. Sound, music, cyborg, reading. Let's go with fast, for whatever reason. Let's actually go with normal. Screwed. So you can rename the captain. Just did right now. That did not warn you. It was like, do you want to save your changes? Too bad it's already done. So, why is the controller... Hold on, before I do anything else, before I have to watch all of... hello? There we go. Save game, and now we have a save slot. Yes, really quit. Why are my buttons not buttoning? Edit controls. Control set gamepad 1. Up, down, left, right, yada yada yada. Is that all it needed? Was just for me to specify? No, it still isn't working. Quit game. Quit game. Actually, hold on. That started doing control stuff when I... Here, let me just see what the controls are now. Oh, top player gamepad 1. Is that what the problem is? Anyway, the controls are up, down, left, right. Sticks. Also buttons, B, A, X, Y. Surely it works now. Oh. Brother. Huh. Maybe I should ask somebody about this. Edit controls. Yeah, because over here, yeah. And let me just confirm it real quick. So if I click this one and I click here, it remembers it. And hitting escape, that's not good. I actually, can I just, okay, they're both that. Nope. Here we go. Let's try it again. Is that the load game would set it, right? Yeah. Oh, here we go. I think I either had to just screw with it, or more than likely I had to set top and bottom player both to gamepad 1. One of those is apparently me, and I would not be surprised if it's bottom player that's player 1. Which helps to, like, label, like, bottom player, parentheses, player 1. Woo! Joystick's a little touchy. Buttons work amazing, though. Joypad will be, or the joysticks will be better for in-ship combat. When you have to do a flank. Oh, yeah. By the way, are you,
Attention, interloper. Heed this recorded message. This drone vessel speaks with the voice and authority of Ur-Quan. You are trespassing within Ur-Quan space. This world, Earth, may not be approached for any reason, nor will hostilities against our orbital platform be tolerated. In addition,
your orbital platform.
Your ship does not respond to standard hierarchy hierarchy identification transmissions, and is therefore deemed to be independent.
Because it is.
This is not permissible. Only subservience shall be tolerated. This drone now leaves to inform the Ur-Quan of your transgressions. You are commanded to remain here and await the arrival of the Ur-Quan. Disobedience will be punished.
Fun fact, if you just wait here for them, they never come. But you can lose the game by waiting here for about 2 years. Speaking of which, I probably shouldn't do that. But yeah, they orbit and everything. Planets have some pretty good textures too, and they have really good randomization seeds for this now. The mod is absolutely phenomenal. I played this 3 years ago and it was already superb. Don't go to the base yet, thank you. The ship has slow turning, which is, you know, an upgraded ship. Can't scan it. But it's not supposed to be red.
Attention, unidentified space vessel. I am Starbase Commander Hayes of the slave planet Earth. Our hyperwave broadcast is extremely weak. Situation critical. Energy cores exhausted. Scanners and deep radar are non-functional. We cannot identify your vessel. Are you the scheduled hierarchy resupply ship? Repeat, are you the resupply vessel?
I think they got rid of some effects here, by the way. Normally there's like staticky effects. But that's fine.
The starship what? Never mind, look. We won't last much longer. Here's our situation. According to our oath of fealty to the Ur-Quan, we must maintain the starbase, but we have no space vessels of our own, and the shield prevents us from contacting Earth, so we're totally dependent on the Ur-Quan supply vessels for everything we need up here. We know there's a hierarchy base on the surface of the moon, but we can't contact them. The Ur-Quan were supposed to resupply the base at regular 5-year intervals, but we haven't received anything in almost 8 years.
When the supplies don't show up.
What we don't recycle, we can usually synthesize.
Because there's a war going on.
But to do so, we need replacement radioactives for our generator energy core.
You know what I'm saying?
If you could bring us some radioactive elements, we can fabricate the cores ourselves. Are you willing to help us?
Gasoline and fertilizer are expensive. It shouldn't be funny, but laughing is a coping mechanism.
Thanks, I'll make sure to mention this the next time I talk with our masters. I'm sure they will reward you.
He was going to pretend he didn't hear me no matter what else I answered. But I was going to try. I hit the space bar because my cat is being adorable and sitting right in the center of the screen because she sees that I'm looking at it and... You know, if the planets are randomized, does that mean... I don't think Sol is randomized. For lore reasons, probably the most realistic lore reasons in reality. Although, to be fair, a lot of information about planets that this game uses are... they old. Hey, like Pluto's a planet, but not Ares or Ceres or any of those other nice meteoroid dwarf planet things. Play some Kerbal Space Program, Real Solar System Expanded, and you'll see what I mean. Vestas, Pallas. Hey, stop chewing on my wires. Hey. Hey. Yeah, that's right, you let it go and I blow it in your face, huh? Are you offended? Too bad. I believe oranges are radioactive, so we do have options. Does Mercury normally have radioactives? Wait, oh, hold on. Back up, cat. Please. Please, cat. The only star. Ah! Oh, she sees the thing drifting on the screen now. She loves it when games do that. Her favorite game... Oh. That is pretty impressive. I thought I could fly to a closer zoom to it. I wasn't trying to crash into it, though that would be an amazing way to end the game. The star glowing is new from the last time I played this. Planets rotating and their orbits, like, working, that was actually 3 years ago kind of a thing. I'm not going to save scum, mind you, but I am. I'm not going to save scum a lot, but I am going to save scum a little bit, is what, guess what I mean. Hey. Let's land here and do a motion to the right, because I think 2 small ones are better than 1 big one. Please don't burn me, please don't burn me, please don't burn me. Okay, greedy, 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 greedy. Okay. Hey, you, stop chewing. Do I want to greed for the rest? You know, they're too spread out. Forget that. My favorite thing is SCP Containment Breach. How save scumming in that game is literally canon. It's literally the character's anomalous property. That's fun. That's fun writing. Aw, she sees the ship drifting. You're a fan of that? You're a fan of that?
Did you find any radioactive elements for our power cores? I'm sorry, Captain, your message was garbled. Our receivers have very little power. I couldn't quite make it out, Captain. Could you please repeat?
Okay, I get it.
We're initiating transfer of radioactives, Captain. Now, as soon as our engineers can refit the energy cores, there, that's much better. Power ratings are climbing. Life support is coming back into the green. Deep radar systems and sensors are now online, and I can scan your vessel.
That means I can talk now?
What the hell kind of ship is that? Just who are you, Captain?
Oh, you get to ask all the questions. I get it.
Star Control science mission, huh? Captain, I served as a Star Control officer during the war aboard several cruisers in the Corward Front. And if there'd been any scientific mission to I would have heard about it.
Oh, the randomizer will do voice to speech. Not AI, mind you, but like Microsoft Sam, Microsoft Samantha will do voice to speech for randomized locations, as so it's not inaccurate. I assumed it would just be a, what do you call it? Just a pause in the speech? Or just insert there or whatever. Also, you're not as important as you think you are. You didn't know about it because you didn't need to.
There were some rumors that Corridor 9, the Special Operations Division of Star Control, was directing some hush-hush operation near Androsynth Space. The Star System. Yes, that would be the right direction. So, Captain, if you say it's true, how do you explain that huge alien starship you're flying? And why are you here?
That's part of the secret.
What do you want from us? Fight the Ur-Quan. Win back our freedom. I remember having such thoughts myself once, long time ago. That was in the first years after the defeat, when it was still terrifying to look up and see the bloody glow of the pulsating slave shield overhead. So day and night we gazed up at the impenetrable wall as though the sheer power of our hatred would pull it down.
This is great writing, by the way.
But over the years I spent so much of my time struggling, down on the surface, under the shield, and then later up here trying to keep the station alive, that I'd forgotten what it means to be free, to hate our Ur-Quan masters. And now here you are, in an alien ship of unknown power, offering me your assistance to fight against the hierarchy again after all these years. Captain, your offer is intriguing. It's tempting to think that with your advanced precursor technology, we can somehow crack the Earth's slave shield and reassemble the Alliance to attack the hierarchy. And this time, win the damn war. Consider the consequences if you should fail. The Ur-Quan won't just punish us here on the station, they'll exact a gruesome retribution on the surface below as well. Before I commit this station to helping you attack the Ur-Quan and accepting the risk of annihilation if we are defeated, I have to make sure that you and your ship have what it takes to oppose the hierarchy. I'll make you a deal. If you can eliminate the alien base on the moon and get rid of that threat at least, I will seriously consider your offer.
Well, two things about that. Thing number one, there's no ifs, we're not going to lose. But thing number two, scratchy, you got some dandruff on your head. I actually forgot what I was going to say. Damn, that's crazy. So if you're still in chat, are you following the sequel to this game coming out this year? The spiritual sequel by the original devs? The guys at, what, is it Toys for Bob, now Pistol Shrimp? Is that the same devs that, like, the Toys for Bob, Skylanders, right? It's the Toys for Bob 1992 devs. Because I was loosely following them, and by loosely I mean I backed $70 on Kickstarter, but yeah. Because this game, was this game made by Toys for Bob, or was this game originally made by something else? And then it was part of Atari, and Atari, like, split off into a bunch of stuff. I think... Yeah. I actually was introduced to this game on the Sega Genesis, because the Sega Genesis got a port of Star Control 1. It was a really good game. Toys for Bob with Accolade, right. Which, wasn't Accolade also a publisher under... Well, LJN was also a name, but they were all under Acclaim, or is Accolade different? Did you play it on the Sega, or did you play it on a different port? Snip, snip, snip. Oh, while you answer that.
After the Ur-Quan erected the slave shield around the Earth and established this space station, they decided to leave a contingent of combat ships close to the Earth to keep watch on our planet and confirm that they were obeying the Ur-Quan slave laws. I'm certain they're still out there on the surface of the moon because we can pick up a constant stream of alien broadcasts.
Did that one also start on the title screen where it's like bow, 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 bow. And it had like little lines where you had to like jump from star to star with using a line grid thing. And it had the scenarios as well as the melee. How different was the PC one, what I just described?
Be careful, Captain. There are probably a dozen Spathi eluders and Ilrath Avengers down there on the lunar surface. I don't know why they haven't come after you yet, but when they do, you'd better have your weapons armed and your thrusters burning hot.
I hear the hard mode version of this game, spoiler alert, the Ilrath Avenger that intercepts the Ur-Quan probe and comes to check on stuff, canonically came here after a malfunction with its cloaking, meaning it's not even able to cloak and thus is a sitting duck for missiles. And they think that they're like cool shit and can just fly in and whack you. Apparently it's been 20 years since they've been humbled. Apparently on the hard mode, they actually get their cloaking. And you don't really have very many ways to upgrade your ship by then, so you actually have to beat a cloaked Ilrath with a Earthling cruiser. Which you can do, you can like trick them into lining up, even with their AI like, wiggles a little bit, you can trick them into lining up center screen. And free fire missiles, dumb fire missiles. Oh yeah, scan. Do all the scan. I wonder how hard it would be for auto scan to... Oh, well, if it did that, you wouldn't know what's what, now that I think about it. Anyway, let's dispatch. Because I was going to say, what happens if it was like they combine it all to one line scan? Like where it scans all at once and everything reveals, but... Oh, I just shot that iron. Note to self, don't shoot aluminum deposits. The fuck was I thinking? You know, one of my friends went to the military. She wasn't like always military minded, but she ended up going into the military. So after coming out of the military, she moved to New York and had friends from the military and stuff. Apparently one of them was a total donut crayon eater kind of a type. This guy basically did what I just did, but to her leg with a handgun. He was just like basically inspecting and stuff. He's like, so how does this work, pal? Straight into her leg. She never like snitched on him or anything, which I mean she had every right to. But damn, America, am I right? Report from surface. We have discovered an alien base and have explored its interior. The installation must have been abandoned many years ago, but great care has been taken to make it appear active. Life support systems functional. Fusion generators full output. Robotic construction vehicles have been programmed to roam the lunar surface, bulldozing moon dust into random piles. In addition, we have found the installation's hyperwave locked in transmit mode, endlessly playing the same alien recording. Although we cannot translate the message, our Xenotech translator Ensign Rigby believes the message is some kind of alert or mayday broadcast. Wrong. The base is filled with useful materials and equipment. We'll scavenge as much as we can and bring it aboard. Immediately. End of report. Yeah, oof, right? It do be like that. Such a beautiful game, I'm not gonna lie.
Have you dealt with the base yet?
Yeah, we attacked it and destroyed it completely. It
I'll be
was
darned.
abandoned.
All these years we've been listening to their incoherent broadcast, and we never even guessed. Captain, listen closely. Long-range sensors show a ship closing on this station fast. Our computer identifies it as Ilrath, Avenger class. I think you've got a fight on your hands, Captain. Your best bet is to wait until you have point-blank range. Captain, it's jamming our signal.
By the fetid breath of the Dark Twin Kazan, a human and an alien starship. How fascinating. When I intercepted that Ur-Quan drone and learned that an unidentified starship had approached Earth, I never expected to find such a remarkable vehicle in the hands of a human. Humans are prey animals, weak and helpless. But here is a human in an armed starship, and therefore in direct violation of the oath of fealty. I am sure our masters, the Ur-Quan, will punish Earth most severely for this treachery when I present them with the twisted wreckage of your ship and your many charred corpses.
First off, only one of my ships are armed, and secondly, you'd come in and burn me to death even if it wasn't armed. Like, let's just be,
Since you will soon be dead, I will gladly explain. We have spent many years gleefully preying on the Patunk. They are a pitiful, easily killed species. And we would have continued in this divine worship of Dogar and Kazan, but we required additional crew members and repairs to our cloaking device. So we departed the constellation and set course for home.
hold on, Minsai?
Before we had reached our region of space,
Probably
we
start jotting
detected
this
the
down.
passage of a nearby vessel, the Ur-Quan drone. It informed us about you, so here we are. And now, you die!
1 second. Shit, I've already lost it. Which star system did he say he came from? I actually just lost it. Shit. I'll play it back later if I have to. Oh, hey Buck. Let's see what you got, Buck. Oh, shit. Oh, we lived. Sweet. Jesus, I forgot their ships are randomized.
What a beautiful sight, Captain. I haven't seen an
Thank
Avenger
you.
blown away like that since the battle in Draco. I guess you've shown that you can handle yourself in battle, Captain. So my last reservation about helping you has been dissolved. I will commit this station to helping free Earth and defeat
With
the
a bomb
Ur-Quan.
strapped to him, just comes
We may get
running
our
at
atoms
me.
rearranged in the process, but by God, Captain, we're going to try. So the obvious first step is to get the precursor equipment and software over here so that we can make it work with our ship repair fabricators. But then what, Captain?
He also tanked a missile. I did not realize the Shafixi could tank a missile. Yeah, I was a little jump scared too. It's like in Gears of War, you see like the little dudes, and then you're just shooting them, and the next thing you know, you hear beep 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 beep, and there's an exploding one next to you.
A sensible plan, Captain. Let's get to work. Good luck. By the way, Captain, I think we need a name for this new alliance we're going to forge.
Any
And
recommendations
since it was
on the
your
name?
idea, it's only fair that you get the honor of naming it. So, what will it be?
The Empire of RoundShades. I love that. My cat doing some chewy girl stuff. Like some windows staring stuff.
Well, you're the one with the big starship.
That's
So
right.
be it. Now, Captain, I expect the configuration process for the starbase to take at least 2 weeks, so let's get to work.
Besides, empires aren't bad. Empires are often ruled by bad people.
I have good
At
news
least-
to report, Captain. We have successfully integrated the
absolute
precursor
power, et
technology
cetera, et
from
cetera.
your ship into our fabricator system, and as you can see, we've already begun minor repairs on your ship, patching up some of the micrometeorite holes. We noticed that your ship does not have an emergency warp escape unit, so our engineers rigged up some for you and each of your escorts.
Love
Now,
that for
you
me.
should be able to escape from a bad situation with the touch of a button. But there is a cost, however. The unit gulps up 5 fuel units each time your precursor ship uses it. Also, we now have a limited capacity to make modifications to your ship, to refine starship fuel, to build additional combat ships, and to train new members of your crew for the flagship and any ships you acquire for your fleet. Captain, I know you're eager to get to work, so I'll be brief. If you have any questions how this starbase works, what resources we need, or just some background information on the galaxy, don't hesitate to ask.
I'm somewhat familiar with this, honestly. But I do have minerals to offload, to be fair.
The more minerals you bring us, Captain, the
Only
faster
240.
we'll be able to tackle the Ur-Quan.
Damn.
Try to
Probably
avoid
lost
getting
more than that
gruesomely
crew.
killed, Captain.
Outfit starship, shipyard. There's Buck. I'm trying to figure out where the whatchamacallit. Also, I can definitely like increase the crew. No, I actually did make a profit. 729, 229, 229. I made a 229 profit. Love that for me. To do anything, I'm probably gonna need fuel. So I might as well go and get that out of the way right now. Modules. Storage bay. Also, let me move stuff around. Oh, that's not how I do it. So fuel on the backside. Crew pods in the middle, front. Oh, but I would have to get rid of the crew for the crew pod to do crew stuff. Right. That'll be fun. It can stay where it's at for right now. In fact, it'd be easier to sell fuel and then move the fuel rather than vice versa. module. You know, I have like some sort of an issue where I cannot bring myself to... Did this thing come with fuel, by the way? Or did I just find a fuel cheat? Or did I lose money or gain money? Because I noticed it came with 20 fuel. Whatever. I like how the music picks up in the middle of itself, by the way. It has a 5-minute timer, and if you've ever listened to a track within 5 minutes, it'll pick up where it left off. Any longer than 5 minutes, and it'll start the track fresh. Just like this one. Anyway, also, since I am very particular about this, now I can move this. I can also move this. So, people in the front, storage in the middle, fuel in the back, extra storage bay, planet lander, we have plenty of fuel, we do need crew, and we might need one more combat ship, just in case I run into another alien race that I'm not expecting to jump me with a giant beat stick. Oh, not quite enough. Alright, well, I'm just gonna have to make sure I don't get jumped.
Yes, Captain?
Anything else to say?
Certainly, Captain. What do you need to know? What aspect of history, Captain?
Does this guy give you information on new locations, by the way?
Which group of aliens? Okay, which race? The Shofixti are a race of intelligent marsupials who had been civilized for only a few decades when the war began. They were discovered in the
Alpha Library
star system by the Yehat, who adopted and then uplifted the Shofixti, giving them advanced technology and cultural definition. Shofixti are noble and fearless warriors, Captain. In addition, their incredible fecundity and rapid maturation rate kept Alliance rank, on routine, but I'd like to think I'm not a bigoted person, Captain, especially when it comes to allies, but there's just something about those Arilu that gives me the creeps. One thing I'll say for them, though, they possess some technique for moving really fast through hyperspace.
That's the neat part. They don't travel through hyperspace.
Sure beats the pants off our fast.
You don't know anything about them? Well, that's lame.
The Yehat are a race of ancient warrior clans, or Hylika clans, are all loyal to the Veep Zeeps have been in Yehat and never. The Genjasu were leaders. I don't know if they're fan for the reason. I'd rather be taking the more amazing things and messages, natural hyperwave.
Don't mind
We
me
didn't really
skipping
get much
through
of a
this. I'm
chance to
looking
learn
for
about those
stars.
mechanical bees. Tell you what, they're the product of a distant and a giant factory other arc. That's what the Earth press. I don't know why my personal guess, once the Myrnaherm have tamed enough new will arrive and claim their due. Most warm they are adapted. Their history shows the Cyrene established and maintained a peaceful culture from their Bronze Age through their discovery of starflight. Before their planet was destroyed in a horrible cataclysm, their world was an Eden.
Isn't there like New World called Gaia or something like that?
What other group of aliens?
Alright, so we got 1 star worth of information.
Which species?
Let's start with the spot.
Imagine facing a coward and you've got a good eye. Although they test in battle, a rogue band did their ship form the book I said. Our enemy had found the Ur-Quan subjugate line. Probably have an easier. Very careful not to use more force than you're like to know a slave who. In fact, I'm not. What we know of them, a nasty head. As far as we know to become.
No stars.
I suspect very little. Know them a bit better for after very Lou. I don't know.
No stars.
There was no. They're blazers, so we stayed clear of
Beta Draconis.
their home star. In addition, I think each of us aboard the ship
Isn't that
knew
where we're
deep down
from?
in our hearts
Beta
that the
Draconis?
Androsith had a damn good reason
So
for
it
hating
did move them
Our
near
grandparents
us
had kept them
because of
slaves
war
for nearly
reasons.
50 years.
Which is really smart for the generation. Andrew.
I still me prisoner, using Wind God. Those guys were almost as scary as their Avenger ships could. Luckily for us, the bulk of the The Starship Far Voyager under the
Beta
command
Mira.
of Captain Jeffrey L. Rand encountered the Vux near Beta Mira. Although the details are hazy,
Oh,
it's generally accepted that
that's
Rand
historical. That's
offended
not
the
where they
Vux
are.
Starship commander with an inadvertent insult.
I was wondering why it didn't do the voice.
What other group of
speech.
aliens are you interested in?
Hmm.
None that we had made formal contact. The Chen Jesu implied that one near the constellation and the other near the constellation. The Arilulale once mentioned having some fun with an alien race in... But like so much else with the Arilu, they never revealed the whole story. I'm sure there are hundreds more alien
Did you
races
say
in our galaxy,
reticulae?
but
I
beyond
missed
what
that.
I
Oh, wait.
told you...
Check this
the
out.
Arilulale
Reticuli.
once mentioned having some fun with an alien race in... But like so much else with the Arilu, they never revealed the whole story. I'm sure there are hundreds more alien races in our galaxy, but beyond what I've told you, your guess is as good as mine.
Yes, sir.
Would you like information on any other aspect of history?
Yeah, what happened in
What
the war?
about the war? The Ur-Quan came roaring through Vux space and tried to push past the India and Mira star systems. Their onslaught was barely repulsed, and our counterattack made hardly a dent in the hierarchy forces, but we held the line. The coreward front remained intact. Over the following 10 years, there were many great battles between the combined Alliance Starfleet and the Ur-Quan and their hierarchy of battle thralls. Then in 2134, a dramatic shift in the balance of power took place. This must have been about the time the
Yeah,
science
cut us
research
off.
mission was sent to the planet of...
Beta Draconis.
Our fleets were pushed back from the Indy-Mira line beyond Raynet. Holding Rigel caused grievously in Chenjesu forces, and the Ur-Quan, recognizing this weakness, shifted to focus the brunt of their forces on...
Zeta Orionis.
Zeta Orionis.
That was the last we heard from the Chenjesu and the Murnaher. A few weeks later, waves of ships hit us from all directions. When Ceres Station, our outpost on the asteroid belt, fell to the hierarchy, we knew we were beaten, but we fought on anyway. 3 days later, the Ur-Quan vaporized our last remaining laser forts on the moon, and the dreadnoughts took up geosynchronous position above Rome, Moscow, Beijing, Tokyo, London, Buenos Aires, and Washington. We'd lost the war, and we knew it. But the Ur-Quan decided to make it real clear. And that's why if you check any of our most recent maps, you won't find Buenos Aires.
Whoops, I'm about to text notes to somebody that does not need my notes. I'm pretty sure nothing after the war would matter.
Would you
as
like
far
any
as
information on any other
star
aspect of
data.
history?
Galactic history? Nah, yeah,
we
he
have
might
some data on this subject. What do you want to know
He
about?
might know something about.
Hell, you probably know in our great to the end star from an orbital to some name. We never found a we can conjecture what. I don't. Anyways, they
No stars?
based on some search who formed, and they only was a race of rock-like creatures that lived in the
Draconis.
constellation.
Okay.
The presence of the hosp was the only species in this who formed in Zed-Surt-Sak. The historian found some evidence that who formed in the only species in this empire actually lived in our region of space was a race of rock-like creatures that lived in the
Draconis.
constellation. The presence of the hostile androsynth in that part of space severely limited Zed-Surt-Sak's research. He
A lot
never
of stuff
even
is in
found out the
Draconis
race's
that's also
name.
in Androsynth space, although I think that's in the base game too.
Would you like information on any other aspect of history? Sure. Anything else?
Okay, that was useful.
Fine. Is there anything else you need?
Nope, that's good.
Be careful out there, Captain.
Alright, I got some decent information from that. Okay, let's see what we can do. I'm going to start with the solar system, which is normally not something I would do in a base game run. But, with randomization, Mars and Venus might both be useful. One way to know, and that's to look. We have iron. Actually, anything in this star system is basically free with a time investment. So anything that's not dangerous should be a automatic dispatch. Let's start here since it's blank to the left. Oh, that's not free. You know what? I'm getting up. How much did that just cost me, by the way? Gravity, 0.3, so it takes 0.3 fuel to land. Fuel use 0.8. I probably made it up with that. Hold on real quick. What? Weather class 2. Apparently weather class 2 is bad. Alright. Duly noted. Weather class 2 is not free. Let's try Venus, which I'm pretty sure is going to have more than weather class 2, but if it has the purple, I will make a hit and run. If it has like 2 oranges, I will make a hit and run. I'm quite greedy. And weather class 8. Realistic, but also no. I don't want to subject one of my landing ships to, the wrath of that one probe that crashed into the surface of Venus and lasted like 40 seconds before melting. That was fun. Maybe not for a manned ship, though. Here's a bunch of planets over here. How many moons do we have access to around Jupiter? I imagine like 3. 4. Fair enough. Also, these are technically not free because they take time, like in-game time. I probably wasted like a few days doing this in-game. Class. Ooh, look at this. I'm not gonna save Scum, but if I was to save Scum, I would probably save Scum here. And let's start here and go right. There are tectonics, but tectonics are the easiest to dodge. I say knock on wood. Looking for white dots, looking for white dots, looking for white dots, looking for white dots. Okay. How much is landing here, by the way? 0.3? Oh yeah, this is like a piñata. Okay, okay, white dots, white dots. There's a white dot there. Okay, red button is how to leave. So I'm gonna do like a U shape here. You can't tell, but it loops. I'm gonna do a U shape. I'm gonna land here. White dot. White dot. And I'm full, right? This is 0.3, by the way, so up. So this one little guy right here, worth it. He pays for the fuel easily. Hank. Cause 6, 8 times 6. 48. 48, and fuel is 20? Pop. And it takes 0.3 fuel. That's easy profit. Alright, let's see what the rest of the moons. It's Jupiter, so we only have 28 moons to go, right? Europa looks nice. Nothing useful on it. It looks lovely. Ganymede. Also useful. Just for the record, anything blue and better, nobles and higher, is what I'm willing to Oh yeah, I did tell myself anything in this system is free. What's higher, cyans or reds? Cyan's the lowest actually. So I actually will Europa, because I think that had reds, right? Yeah. You know, I did say it. I did say that anything... Oh, right. I should have checked the tectonics, because crew costs money. But it's fine. Just don't die. Don't die. Don't be reckless. Don't be reckless. There we go. And yeah, the surface of the gas giant, like, is, well, that's just its spin, to be fair. But it not being static, I've already checked IO. The other one are ones, so I'm not doing ones. I wonder if gas giants have anything new to them if you, like, go and scan them. Callisto has a purple? This has got to be like a rare thing, right? This isn't like a base game thing. This is like a rare generation. Even with 2 of them, that's 50. It doesn't even take that much space in my ship either. 50 for free? Free 50 free? But that swirl on the gas giant is rather fast compared to the orbits of things around it. Class 8 weather, which is the same as Venus, but I mean, it's like the far end of 8 rather than the near end of 8. Nothing on it. Can't dispatch, just making sure. You never know if you don't go. You think this is base? I know Io, I think it's supposed to have the radioactives, but I did not know that Ganymede had purple. Or is it Europa? Oh no, I'm flying back into the main. No, not in the middle. By the way, 3 days have passed. Pretty sure this planet has a vertically orbiting moon, doesn't it? Did we not know that in 1992? I guess not. Or is that Neptune? I'm pretty sure that's Uranus. That has the 90-degree axis orbiting moon. I could be wrong, though. But I do love me some outer space, though. Space is pretty base. Triton. While I don't need the cyans, the other ones are free. And I do like free. So the biggest gap on the planet is probably this to the right. So I'm going to go this to the left. And I ended up here. This to the left. Make sure no tectonics. Oh, that's weather. That's weather. There was not supposed to be weather. Is that just all planets have a little weather? Is that all it is? Okay, I landed already, so I might as well grab these. Woo! And I believe there is supposed to be a Pluto. This is 1993 after all. Wait, there's not a Pluto? Did they... What? Did my eyes miss the orbit? My eyes just missed the orbit. Yeah, it's over here. Which isn't that crazy. Pluto is kind of a small thing way out here. Did Pluto have a moon in the base game? There's no way we knew about Charon or Charon. Did you purple? Purple? Ooh. Fuel is basically non-existent to land on this planet. It's like Kerbal Space Program with Eve's Moon. I forget the name of it exactly. Is it not Duma, but we can like just basically use a little like air booster pack to just like float off of it and like literally enter Sol orbit. Kerbin orbit? Watching out for surprise mechanics. Nothing's blowing up. Nothing's frying me. You know, if the Spathiwa wanted to be as far away from Earth as possible while still being in the system, they should have picked far, far away. Is that the name of it? Like the furthest known celestial body in Sol's influence? Way out on the end of the Kuiper Belt. Is it far, far away, or is it... Let me look it up real quick. Far, far out. That's the one. Far, far out. And we have a taker. By the way, is this guy gonna have the ship? He does have the ship. Do they actually have this ship in the game, however, is what I'm wondering. Also, he shoots up my crew, doesn't he? Yeah, I figured. Penetrate the ship's hull armor. That's what the Earthling cruiser's for.
Attention, a big, mean, hostile alien vessel hovering overhead in an obvious attack posture. This is Spotty, Captain Whistle. I know you are going to torture me, so let's just get this over with right now.
He gets star stuff.
The coordinates of my homeworld, Spottywa, are
887.5 by 231.2.
and the ultra-secret Spotty cipher, which is known only by me and several billion other Spotty, is Happy Muffy Duffy. Sorry about that little mistake with your landing vehicle. I was so startled when it approached my vessel in a threatening manner that my automated defense systems fired on it when it got too close. I hope nobody got hurt.
Anyway, I should probably not be interacting with other people when I'm trying to vibe to the game. I think that one does engage him into a fight.
Of course. As I said, I am Captain. Our sensors, you are no doubt here to conquer. And while you are certainly welcome to do so, we would be greatly appreciative if you would please just go away and forget this power system ever existed. If you don't go, it will greatly complicate our master-slave relationship with the Ur-Quan, who stationed us here to watch over the Earthlings.
Well, I mean, it was a pretty good suggestion. How about no?
Phew, thanks. For a minute there, I thought you were going to kill me.
I might still.
About 20 years ago, this region of space was dominated by a loose confederation known as the Alliance of Free Stars, which was composed of the aliens native to these parts who did not want to be enslaved. They made a valiant effort against the superior Ur-Quan forces. It even looked like they might miraculously defeat the combined Ur-Quan armada, right up to the point at which the Ur-Quan totally defeated, indeed annihilated them.
Love the voice acting, by the way. So what are you doing on Pluto
When
then?
the Ur-Quan Armada entered the system to subjugate formerly the Earthlings, the Ur-Quan presented the humans with the standard slave options. Join the hierarchy, as combat brawls, and retain some autonomy, including the right to travel through space,
The sword or the shield?
become a fellow species, and return to pre-atomic savagery on the surface
Did
of
you
their
ever play
homeworld,
Pokemon on
and
the
face
Switch?
for
Did you
all
choose
time
sword or
beneath
shield?
an impenetrable force shield. The humans chose the latter option, and so were swiftly imprisoned on the
They
surface
chose
of
shield.
Earth. But the Ur-Quan didn't trust them to obey the restrictions, so they chose a small group of hierarchy combat starships from the Inlet and Spartan fleets to create the so-called Earth Guard and station them at a base on Earth's moon.
Okay, so that like didn't explain why you're on Pluto at all. So
Originally, we were stationed on Earth's moon, which made us Spatty a bit uneasy
So I've
because
heard.
with each passing day we grew more and more worried about the sneaky Earthlings making a surprise attack.
And then-
The Iterate kept telling us that it was impossible since the Earthlings had no ships
told you it
or
was
weapons
impossible.
whatsoever. That made us feel a
Wiped
bit
that look
better,
right off
but
their
when
face.
the Iterate left, again we grew fearful and decided to make a
Technically, they
strategic
wiped their own
redeployment
look off
to
their face. I'm
Mars.
gonna go ahead
Later
and
on, we
concede
decided
that.
it would be prudent to relocate to Jupiter's moon, Ganymede, then later Saturn's moon, Titan, and finally here to Pluto.
So the Ilrath just kind of
The
fucked off.
Ur-Rat contingent were supposed to be the toughest ridge crest, the most rigid flipper, yes, the backbone of the Earth Guard force. But they departed the system en masse not long after the last Ur-Quan dreadnought vanished from this region of space.
It's
They
funny 'cause he
claimed
doesn't
to
have a
have
backbone.
received a direct order
Physically
from
or
their
morally.
gods of evil and darkness, who had grown dissatisfied with the Ur-Rat's passivity and wanted them to kill or at least torture someone soon. Personally, I believe
Torturing's
they just
better
got
than killing?
bored and went up to have some
I think
fun.
the Japanese would disagree. Although they're kind of the pot calling the kettle black, not to be political. That's ancient history anyway, not to be historical, I guess. But right now they're not very pro-torture. Yeah, what's happening to the base on Luna then?
We decided that if the Earthlings figured out we had abandoned the base on Luna, they would be more likely to try something sneaky. So, we rigged up some old service androids and ordered them to drive around on the lunar surface in bulldozers, endlessly pushing around the same piles of dirt. In addition, we connected the base's local radio transmitter to an audio malnorme fun rum called Winky's Happy
Winky's
Night,
Happy Night.
hoping they would think we were still there.
Hey, contact, Ensign Rigby and tell him he's full of shit. Oh, he died during this, landing? Shit. That's... Rest in peace. Hey, how would you like a new job?
Well, I really want to, but I am just not sure that under the present circumstances, joining you in your exciting and also dangerous space adventures would be the best course of action right now, because the Ur-Quan could return at any minute, and the punishment they would bestow on me for such treason would make any other horrible death seem like big fun by
fun.
comparison. Thanks for the offer, though.
Well, I mean...
You build a strong case,
You're here by
Captain.
yourself.
Here I am, alone and undefended on the surface of a hostile alien world. Above me, you hover in orbit, encrusted with beam guns, missile launchers, and other
missile
more
launchers.
dreadful weapons. So I think to myself, Whittle, is it prudent to remain here, as vulnerable as a mulchling on a skillet? No! I answer myself. Join me, human! He is kind and good!
You bet.
But then a wicked voice whispers,
Beware, the human is tricking you. If you join him, you will die alone in the cold of
To be fair, anywhere you are is alone
and
in the
for
cold
reasons
space.
beyond my understanding, Captain, this voice overwhelms the other, and so I must remain here, largely against my will. Over the past years, it became necessary to
they
redeploy
left you.
strategically to our homeworld in case of a sudden surprise attack. The ultimate
How many crew do you have on board?
that is to say, scores and perhaps even hundreds of my brethren stride through the corridors of this specially modified, super efficient, mass destruction-oriented
Put one of them
starship,
on.
which could lay siege to an entire planetary system.
Put one crew
should
member
we
on.
choose to
Any
do
crew
so,
member. Put
which,
any other crew member on.
fortunately for you, we have decided not to do today. I am undone. You are far too clever for a poor spapper like me, and now I must submit to your superior alien intellect. I guess I am not revealing any truly important secrets if I tell you that each of my species' lunar-class void ships typically holds 30 spapper crewmen.
Which might not be
So at
accurate
present,
depending on
my
what his
vessel,
actual
the
ship is.
Starliner, is not up to full complement due to the needs of my homeworld in their resistance against the ultimate evil.
if the
And
starship
in fact,
is
my
the
vessel
original
is somewhat
starship that
understaffed
they
right
have,
now, seeing as how I am the only spapper on
then
board,
they're
which is a bit
actually
frightening,
more
and I am sure you can understand.
cost effective to buy their ships and fill it with 30 crew than it is to buy a crew pod with 100. I think the crew pod's 500 and I think their ships are 100, meaning the same space as a 500 can be gotten with 300, and you can just move the crew around from your ship to their ship, so you basically use them as basically backup crew pods in exchange for ship slots. But early game, you're not going to have a full 8 set of ships anyway. 10 set of ships? 8 set? 6? 8? You won't have a full set of ships.
How true, Captain, how true! In truth, just between us, during the past 7 years, I have been quite ill at ease, and yet now I find myself enjoying your company. This witty dialogue, and the presence of your huge, powerful, death-dealing starship, which, being my friend, you would certainly feel compelled to use in order to save me from any hostile life forms who threatened me with death.
Correct. And, now I am leaving, and you can either stay here or come with.
Happy days and jubilation!
That's what I thought.
I discard all prejudice and hesitations and accept and celebrate your offer of protection and your undying commitment to my well-being. I must wax melancholy for just a moment, though, and make sure you understand that any other spotty ships we meet at large in the galaxy are not going to be quite so responsive to your friendly gestures as myself, since they bear more heavily the yoke of Ur-Quan enslavement and are also apt to talk themselves out of allying with a totally unknown alien, which I, having been left here alone, cannot do. Welcome me
Fair
aboard,
enough.
Captain.
Come on aboard. Nice rotation, by the way. They get 119-degree tilt. Very nice. And now there's nothing here. So I think at this point I go back to Earth and drop off what I got. Also, replace the 8 crew that he killed. I think I lost 1 crew to tectonics. And, he gave me what ship? He gave me what? Also, if they removed some of the dialogue, about the, crew size, specifically, it wouldn't be breaking any lore to randomize the ships like this. You know, just remove the part where the ship normally has 30 and just skip from that sentence to the next one. But if not that to the other thing, the icon for the ship can also be lore accurate. They just replace it with a generic icon, like, just like a tarp with the little corners like buttoned down. That way, whatever under the sharp is, you know. Whiffo. This is the first time I've ever seen Whiffo fight anything that's not their little spaghetti ball thing. You promised me 30, by the way, jerk. So this is the Milnorme ship, meaning the Milnorme is probably going to eat a ship slot that I won't be able to purchase. But such is randomization. Oh yeah, before I buy anything else, I need to drop off
Welcome back, Captain.
Oh
Not
yeah,
a bad
I pretty
job,
much
Captain.
completely refilled my coffers.
Farewell, Captain.
Hell yeah. Let's do this. Module. So we have a dynamo unit, we have an iron bolt gun. We do not have tracking units yet, though. Oh, we also have, I forgot, engines and turning jets. Let's give some engines. And let's give a little bit of turning jet. It's pretty good. And I don't have enough for a storage. Now I'm a little shy. I refuse to work with any less than this amount of turning, just because it's a bitch to turn if I don't have at least one extra one with double speed. But I can go to nearby stars and fill up these 2 storage bays, and then come back and get some more. I wish I would have grabbed a few more other units though, because I would have probably been able to grab the 3rd one. Which I technically can do. I mean, I can go back to Mercury, for instance, and grab a few. Let's save, by the way. Boop. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at Mercury and just grab some crap. The scientific term for the storage stuff is crap. Grab some crap. No, this way, not Venus, Mercury. Alrighty. I probably should save, just in case I wouldn't do it, but in case I wanted to save scum. Let's do this up, because the last one over there is a radioactive. This up. This up, this up, this up, this up. Finger on the button, finger on the button. This up, this up, this up, this up. Okay, I'm up. Ah! Good enough. I can probably land here and grab stuff to the right. I'm not going out of my way for the gray down there, though. Stay moving, stay moving, stay moving, stay moving. Stay moving. Ah, crap. Not worth landing for the rest of it, I don't think. 52 times 3, that's decent money. And the 8 is going to be, like, amazing. What if I land here and go right? Oh! Ah! No, not like this! Please! No, don't do it. Okay, okay, there we go. Some leaves must fall, but... Some leaves must fall, but we, only lost 4 crew. And in exchange, we got probably 400 worth of units. I should have just came back here in the first place. Oh, no. See, this is why I have an extra turning jet. That is... annoying, but manageable. If it were worse, then it would be worse. And that would be the worst. It would, in fact, be worse to be worse. Hey.
I'm at your disposal, Captain.
Yes, sir.
Light load this time, Captain.
Don't you... It's light in...
Bring back lots of minerals, Captain.
It's light in volume. It's rich in quality.
Bring back lots of minerals.
Yeah. And then we go. Oh, yeah, we go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was definitely worth it. Yeah. Let me grab some fuel. Let me grab another storage module. I am gonna go ahead and grab more crew. Nope, that's not it. Star map. So we do have a few Wow, we're in the middle of the map. We're not even on the bottom left. I'm just gonna sit here and appreciate this for a second. Wow. This is gorgeous. I love this. Everybody say thanks, JH Guitar Freak, for this awesome mod. It's fucking wonderful. I actually did say thanks, literally, in a... I literally said thanks to him in this right here. You didn't follow the features list enough to expect all of this, but big preach. Big preach. So many thanks, so much fun, wow. Alright, so let's do a little bit of looking around. This is Orionis. I'm told something's over here. Oh, dude, look at how many stars are close. I don't even have to use that much fuel to go get good stuff. Love that for me. Anyway, these jokers are down here by Seti and Gruus. They're supposed to be in the Gruus. Seti and Volpekine are different. There's Camel. I'm actually looking for Draconis. Draconis. Lentillus. Crucis. Craterus. Caperdae. Kepler. Bry. Serpentis. Leone. You're Mira. There's something in Mira as well, I believe. Sale. Gorno. There's something... Gorno had something too. Ptolemy. Centauri. Centauri is way down here. That's supposed to be like the closest star to us. Giglos. There's something down here in the corner too, specifically the Giglos. Voltanus. That's Cirrus, which is also supposed to be a relatively close star. But hey, as randomized as it is, maybe this is in a universe where those are in fact not the... Maybe their education system told them that the nearest star is... Checks notes, Carinae. Capricorni. Normae. Orionis. Circiani. Oh, I can search. Draconis. Alpha Draconis. It's up here. Okay, so the Draconises are up here. I would never have found that because I would have checked the cluster and I would have assumed this cluster is called Apondis, and I would have like never guessed it. Minkar. Where's Rigel at? Tucanae? Isn't Rigel a main star, like a large main star? Hyperion? Or Ganon? Reticuli? Something is at Reticuli as well, now that I remember. Giglos. Pekine. I guess I have to play with the world that I have and not the world that I thought I had. It'll be fine though. So, there's a zoom, right? Lovely, lovely. The zoom jumps a lot. But to be fair, a zoom is still better than no zoom. So I can loot this system pretty easily. And I have 3 storage things to fill. And anything from here, anything higher than blue is probably just fine. Excuse me, just clicking stuff. So let's go. Round the outside. Nah, main ones are main ones. I'm actually gonna go here, here, and then up. Or actually, I'm gonna go here, then up. Since again, big stars are the important ones. Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and just give an update, by the way. Pause. That's a probe. That's a Skylandro probe. Whilst it has controller support. I have to fiddle with it to make it the primary control. AKA what the story mode uses. I think it has something to do with setting it to top player or bottom player, and I think bottom player is player 1 or story mode player. Correct me if I'm wrong, and my chat told me that other people have this problem too. That's a Ruby world it's rotating around. Well, I guess I should go over there and take care of business. Hi, friend.
I am Trademaster.
Oh!
Grinch in
Oh, I
command
got
of the
trolled.
Malnorme Starship.
I got trolled. The trader is
Inevitably
using
successful
Skylander
in
probes.
all circumstances.
I got trolled.
I bid you a formal welcome, Captain. Though we Malnorme have just recently arrived in this region of space, we have long desired to make contact with your species
Motherfucking
and
game.
look forward to an extended, profitable relationship.
The fucking merchant is using the fucking combat probe spam ship. And I'm like walking up to it with a big fucking stick ready to smack it. It's like, good evening, sir. I'm like, oh shit, I have that behind my back. Yeah, so wanna make trades? Yeah, I have a limp. The stick is for walking. It helps me walk while I'm sitting in my chair. Some fucking hilarious shit.
Even before our first meet, though your struggle to free Earth fraught with great danger and mystery, we have great confidence in you and your abilities.
How'd you know about
We
us?
gather information from 1,000 secret sources in space and time. Our charge for revealing even one of these sources would be so high that your species would be in debt to us for centuries.
Alright, don't need to know.
Our origins and purposes are, frankly, mysterious, and due to several unavoidable factors, we are unable to discuss ourselves in any great detail. First and foremost among these factors is our unwillingness to give away information about our history, psychology and mental powers, our unique physiology, the exact locations of homeworlds, or our potentially ominous long-range
Potentially
plans.
ominous.
However, these important and
we'll see that in the
relevant
sequel,
pieces
right?
of information are available for a nominal sum of credits. Yes, let us get down to business.
Yeah, open us a
Since
tab.
this is your first time trading with us, let me explain how our system works.
I have
We are
500.
interested in purchasing certain items, specifically biological data on alien life forms,
But I have minerals.
and the coordinates of certain strange worlds whose radiant energies defy all scanners, producing a
But I have minerals. I
rainbow-like
have like
image.
radioactives even.
In exchange, we
Even
have
exotics.
many interesting and valuable commodities, such as
Okay.
fuel compatible with your starship's
Guess I'll go fuck
hyperdrive
myself then.
thrusters, technological specifications allowing you to build new modules for your ship,
Shiny.
and protective systems to shield your planet landers from hostile surface conditions.
Sweet, so I can go get more
as
minerals
well as
that you
many
also don't take.
important secrets which may help you in your travels. To facilitate trade, we translate all your sales into Interstar credits, with which you may make purchases. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Now, what can we do
So,
for you today?
you can convert his currency into your currency, but not vice versa. You have to give him data to buy stuff from him. But if you want raw, hard mineral credits, you can just buy fuel from him and then sell it.
That's a good question with a very interesting answer. The fee for this information is 120 million credits.
Got anything cheaper than that?
You need credits to purchase our trade items. To earn credits, you must sell us the items we desire.
Yeah, I know. You've already said that.
We appreciate
Okay,
it
so
has been. We look
I mean-
forward to
I wanted to see what you are offering to sell, but I guess I'll go fuck myself. I wonder if you can, like, choose what to buy from him now instead of buying it in order. But also, thank fuck he's not a probe, because I was about to go in swinging. Oh man, all my life I struggled. My knees hit my chest. Hold it like a lawn chair. Hashtag survivor. Oh, I love that for me. Let's do some scans. The temperature is holy shit degrees Celsius, which is hotter than holy shit degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. Actually, be the other way around, wouldn't it? Well, first one, then the other. I'm gonna save. I'm not trying to save scum. But what I'm trying to do, and what I'm going to do, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Can I load? Hey, I'm back. I'm back. You're mad. There's a cluster here. So how hot is... la 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 la. So yeah, it's too hot for my ship. I'm glad I didn't land there. I'm gonna... Yeah, bye. In fact, everything in this fucking system is gonna be too hot. The star is just too hot. Note to self, star too hot. Moving on. Star map. Zoom. Let's go here. Woo, too hot. Please be less hot. Yeah, here we go. Nice cold star. No Ruby World, unfortunately. But let's see what we can make do. This looks like I'm going to guess a primordial world. I'm pretty good at guessing, but I could be wrong. Lathanide world, but it has tectonics. Greens are nice, and tectonics are dodgeable. Ignore the fact that I'm saving the game. That has nothing to do with anything. Pretty dense up here. Let's go. It's not even close to where I was. Also, get off the wall. Oh, no. Yeah, see, this is manageable. Just lost 5 crew, but I'm pretty sure I made that up in goodies. I'll just, I'll push through. If I stop moving, I generally die, because if I get caught, if I get walled, then that's bad news bears. I'm gonna go here to left. Don't land on a fucking hole. Landing on a hole is such a hole move. The fucking green thing disguised it. You were such an asshole. How much crew did I just lose, by the way? Like, in total, I mean. That doesn't matter. I'm going for it. No, it's not landing on. Okay, we're good. Woo! I was a little upset there. False alarm. Oh, God! You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Not like this. Okay, I lost a lot of crew, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna save scum. Yeah, I lost quite a bit of crew. Okay, let's not be that greedy again. But, I mean, 179 times 5 is like literally 600, so I mean, they died to a good cause. What would the capitalists do? When a lot of their people died, but it was for a good price. That's right, forget about them instantly. Alright, so moving on. That's terrible, I'm sorry. My friend told me that my company, another location, had a guy get hit with a forklift's forks. He had went home for, you know, like a bed rest and stuff. He turned down going to the emergency room and apparently died in his sleep. Pulmonary embolism sort of a thing, basically blood clot through the veins to the lungs, which is really fucking tragic. You know, warehouse fucking deaths. Tectonics 4 is a lot nicer than Tectonics 6. So, yeah, job risks is a sads. Oh yeah, and my friend told me this, of course, to like rustle my jammies. Like, see, look how like scummy capitalism is and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I mean, at least it's not Amazon. Spoiler alert: it wasn't Amazon. Not that that's not Amazon's MO, but it wasn't Amazon. It wasn't. It just wasn't Amazon. Whew. Okay, so that was free. I say it was free. It was actually 0.4 fuel, but I didn't lose anything important. No job hazard this time. Everybody went home the way they came in. Okay, where is the other planets? There's one up here. And this one's either going to be a cyanide world or a... I'm going to go with cyanide world. Cyanic world? I don't know. Green world. Oh, well, green world's better. Oh, green world. No save, by the way. You proud of me? So there are tectonics. Watch out for the white dots. Watch out for the white dots. Watch out for the white dots. Okay. How much does landing cost? 0.7. I would need at least 10 units for this to be worth it. I'd probably get 10 units, I would hope. No. Don't lose anybody, don't lose anybody. Oh, 20. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no. Love that for me. I'm gonna save now. Alright. I think that's it. I think I can get out of the system now. Oh, 2 weeks have passed since I left the, star system, by the way. No, like that. So I checked out that to the right. I checked out this. There's that one up there, which I just checked, and there's that one down there, which I thought was primordial, but it's not. So I guess I'm done with this, So we're gonna go around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. How much cargo do we have left? Free? 1100? I might only be able to do this half, and then I'll do the other half down there later. Alright, anyway. I wonder what the ships the probes are going to use. I know it's not going to be the bomb ships, I know it's not going to be the Skylando probes. I wonder if they're going to have the spotty ships or whatever. 3 orbits. No. Thank you. Don't know what this one looks like, but it looks garbage. And we got Opalescent, which is not garbage. This is actually quite a bit of good stuff. And I don't even, it only has like tiny bit of tectonics. Yeah. Yeah, this is free gain. Oh, some of these are liars. These are the worst element, and these are worth 4. So I should be avoiding light blue. Meaning I should probably go... Oh, what landed me where I needed to go anyway. Also, watch out for dots. Watch out for dots. Watch out for dots. I think tectonics can still happen on a class 2. Watch out for dots. Watch out for dots. Yeah, see, that was a dot right there. Watch out for dots. I can get the green, which is 5. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the green. 4, which is like 20. These are all worth 1, but I will grab these as filler. I'll dump them if I have to, but they're going to make up for the fuel cost of landing. Please don't miss them. So the greens will be gain. These will be mitigate. Those are mitigate. Green is gain. We save. We navigate. Woo! Your starship is a fucking piece of shit. Your starship is a fucking piece of shit. Your vessel floats in space like a fucking brick, and your navigator is an alcoholic. I'm sorry, I'm just being dumb. This is tea, by the way. Not the Long Island kind. The Earl Grey kind, actually. With honey. Sumerian world. Yeah, that's garbage. We don't even look at those. That is like the 2003 Ford Focus of worlds with elements. Oh, no. Is this one cyanic or primordial? Or am I still dog shit at guessing? Guess we're about to find out. Couldn't help but notice that we also don't look at those. Couldn't help but notice that my storage is a third of the way full. 0.4, and that could be as little as 12 grays. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Star map. We'll go. Yeah, I'll probably at least be able to make at least 2 more stars. If I'm lucky, 3. Your starship is a fucking piece of shit. Your starship is a fucking piece of shit. It floats through space like a fucking brick. And your navigator is an alcoholic. That's a strange world. Did I accidentally find a home world? Or are you just a regular, Terran world, or a water world? Accidental water world, or... Uh-huh. Biologicals? Biologicals can fuck your ship up, by the way. No? Okay, well... Takes a while to circle around. Start with the radioactive, and we'll see what we're playing with. They're slow. Ah! Shot my cargo. Okay. Careful with the weather. Stay mobile. Oh! Well. Zeus really did look at my crew member and was just like, fuck this guy in particular. That's wild. Yeah, stay off the edge, stay in the dark area because it's easier to see tectonics in the dark area. Ah, come on, dude. You do not have to be this way. Please. Also, I didn't see that. How come they can survive tectonics? Don't give me that evolutionary trait nonsense either. Okay, we're up. Oh, I left one! I left one. Damn it. 1 point. Oh. I'm mulliganing this one because I didn't know. Like, I didn't know. Like, I can't see. Like, that's a disability, not a fucking failing on my behalf. Yeah, see that one right on the edge and the one that was right on the edge right behind me? That's why you don't fuck with the edge ones. I mean, that's why you don't get stuck on the edge, I guess is what I meant to say. Also, some people say the Earth is round and others say it's flat. Well, according to this game, it's clearly a cylinder with no top or bottom. Glad I missed that. Okay, 3 more left, 3 more left. Make note, 3 more left. No! Leave my ship alone! Leave my ship alone! Okay, that's all of them. I didn't miss any. Good. Stay that way. Alrighty. Well, I have something to sell to the fella in the funny stick ship next time I see him. Is this a cyanic world? Or a green world? Whew. Chloride world. Nah, not at that risk. That cargo is fine, that risk is not fine. That risk is the opposite of fine. How about you? What do you have to offer? Are you a Selenic world? Vinologolus world? 2 fuel? You heavy mofo. Forget about that. If you cost 2 fuel, you'd better at least have something worth like 50 units just to break even. Like, why would I work for base cost? Star map. I say base cost plus risk of crew death. The fuck would I do that for? Absolutely not, sir. Abso-fucking-lutely not. It's gotta have risk, it's gotta be free to land fuel-wise, and it's gotta make a lot of profit. Pick 2. Cinnabar world? I hope this is a Cinnabon world. Infrared. Well, my problem with that world is it just has nothing. Start with these 2 and then move into the inside. Should I be checking every gas giant, by the way, because of probes I don't know where they are? Although, you would think that I would just see their ships closer to where they are. Ah! Come on, Mo! No! But yeah, with a randomizer, you actually don't know where the probes come from. There's a lot going on here. The middle area is worth landing. To be fair. Because of these oranges and yellows mixes, but then the problem is, there's biologicals, but I don't know what they are, I don't know how bad they'll fuck up my ship, there's weather, there's tectonics, a lot of stuff is bad. But, okay, the biologicals are stationary. There's that weather. Oh, come on. Oh, they're one shot. Okay, just get good, just get good, just get good. You know, let's take off. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. This to up. This to up. This to up. Ah, don't kill me. How much crew do I have at this point? This to left. This to left, this to left, this to left, this to left. Don't kill me. Okay. Don't kill me. Stop killing me. What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? What? You know, that's the same problem as the last one. I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna fly, like, over and up, because I'm not dying for the grays. There's simply no world in which I die for the grays. Okay, cool. Why is my earbud going up over? Hey, hey, hey! Don't kill me! So strange. Give me 1 second. So I can troubleshoot this real fast. Don't get caught on the arm of my chair, you freaking kidding me? Huh. One of my ears is just plain old going out for no reason. I can't figure out why. Which is very dumb. Not my favorite. Okay. Got my audio back. Anyway, landing. I'm gonna land here. Actually, I know I need to land 2 more times. Those oranges and yellows on the right are one entire component. Well, I did say I had to land twice. Oh, come on. I'm actually going to throw stuff. Okay, come on, circle around. Grab, and then just grab whatever other bullshit. And I'm gonna consider that acceptable losses. At this point, we might run out of crew before we run out of cargo space. Tectonics 3, weather 2. 2 fuel to dispatch in the grays. This falls under 2 of the things are bad. I need only 1 thing to be bad at any given time if I am to consider collecting. Are those both water worlds, by the way? I'm gonna end up with some biologicals for sure. Like, hands down, it's gotta be biological somewhere. Magnetic world. Purples are very good. Okay, I'm not gonna save scum, but I am going to give it one shot. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm gonna give it 1 shot. I pretty much have to land and go. And I'm not even close. Well, at least it dropped the purples back. Yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna give it 1 shot. Let's see if I can get it on the first try. No! Fuck. No, it's 3 fuel. Fucking. Ah! I was right there too. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, I learned my lesson. I cannot, in fact, fix her. In fact, I cannot fix her. I'm not saying she can't be fixed, I'm just saying it's not by me. I can't fix her. How about this one? Violet World? Clondrite World. With, like, the worst everything I've seen. Gonna be a no for me, dog. But don't worry, the other 2 judges also said no, so your career was not hinging on me anyway, On one hand, there's a very good chance this can fuck me up. On the other hand, this will pay for itself if I lose less than 4 crew, and yeah. Problem is, you can't really control weather. It locks onto your ship and then you just either... Yeah, okay, see? Don't know what I was worried about. All's well that ends well. Pretty sure I haven't visited you yet, and then after you, I am outie. Although I've been here so long, it's possible this thing has orbited already. Pellicid World. 1 purple, and it doesn't cost anything. This is free. Yoink. I mean, it's not super duper mega rich, but any purple is good purple. That's good purple, I'm telling you. Oh yeah, I need to go find a new place to fuck off to. How about you, sir? Gamma Tukane? And the base game, Tukane, I believe, Alpha Tukane specifically, is the homeworld of the Zokfot pick. But this is randomized, so that is not the case. Although, the stars are also randomized, yet this is actually about where Tukane was, maybe a little further this way, but, you know, fascinating nonetheless. Love this mod. Let's see what we got here. You know, it'll be fine. I'll leave the system on the south side. South is bottom of the screen side. Get a little warmth from the star before we play in the cold. Azure World. No biologicals, class 4 tectonics, you can dodge those. Fuel is relatively free. I'll take a quick pass. I'll go from here down. Okay, pretty far. Okay, watch dots, watch dots, watch dots, watch dots, watch dots, watch dots, watch dots. That's a dot. Watch dot. I got space. Watch dots, watch for dots. Watch for dots. I'm gonna actually go fuck off. It's not worth the trip over there. Okay. That's honest money. That one was like flat, straight, level, honest money. You go someplace, you pick up slightly more than it cost, and you leave. Takes a little bit of time. You had the spare time anyway. How many days is 2 years? It's like 700 days, right? So I have like 700 days to spare. You can kick the rock back, I think, twice. No, don't leave yet. So that's like 1,000 days, and I'm only spending like 1 or 2 at a time doing this, so it's not the end of the world. Super dense world. So the problem with these is it costs, well, it's not actually that much, but also it had other problems, mainly the lack of payout. Alright, I'm probably gonna leave after going to this one. There's a chance I might, whatchamacallit, I might go down and curve, because I do have half a thing left, and I'm halfway around. But I did use a little over half my crew, which just means that I have to be a little more OSHA compliant. There we go. I have to be a little more OSHA compliant, and a little less oh shit compliant. Infrared world, by the way? Or radioactive world. This could be a radioactive world. It has that, like, magenta orange, like, mix to it. This could be a radioactive world. Please be good. Yeah, radioactive world. And, I mean, I think everything about this is really good. This is a good one. I found a good one. Let's do it, baby. Land here. The biologicals might still be bad. I'm not sure. Nope, they're slow moving. Don't shock me. Worms are usually 2-shot, right? They are. These are usually durable. Yeah. But this is still fine. This is actually beautiful. Got some trees. They're usually durable but stationary. Don't worry, I may not show them, but I'm leaving some stuff behind on this planet. I hate to destroy the entire ecosystem. I'm leaving about half their population behind. It's not shown on this map, but I would never completely bomb a world to extinction. I tell my subordinates anyway, so they don't mutiny. You know, you gotta tell people something when you're maybe doing some unethical stuff. You know, for profit, of course. Oh. Hold that thought. Maybe I should have stayed on the planet the first time to grab more biologicals then. I mean, this is not a lot of fuel to land, so I can waste 0.4 on 3 biologicals. Easy peasy. Flawless. Alright, what are the other 2 worlds? Also, half cargo. Cargo half full. Celebrate time now. Do a little flyby of their white dwarf. Alpha Toucan A is very beautiful. Not home to the Zokfot pick this time, but beautiful nonetheless. Gonna grab Cyanic World or Green World? Maybe a Primordial World? Lanithide World. Tectonic 6, but this is green. Here, I'll take a stab. 1 stab. Just 1 stab. Here's a dense cluster here. Greens pay. 1 stab, 1 stab, 1 stab. Okay, Ah! Oh, come on. Now I'm just getting sloppy. You have to take a second stab and lose nobody, otherwise this wouldn't be worth it. That's already 1 loss, but maybe I can not lose anymore. The sad thing is I'm just playing sloppy. This was entirely avoidable. See? Couldn't help but notice I don't have the crew anymore to fill a lander. I mean, I'm not safe coming. I'm not gonna do it. I have a question. Have I looked at all the planets in here yet? I feel like I'm missing one of the 3 planets. That's actually the outermost, by the way. Where is the middle planet? Way over there. Have I seen this one or have I not? Have I missed this one? We did radioactive, then we did that one. I'm pretty sure I just missed this one. Oh, hold on. Big brain time. Big brain time. Watch this. Manifest roster. See this guy? He has 20 crew, right? Well, now he doesn't. And now I have 20 crew. Big brain time. Here we go. Look at the big brain on this guy, am I right? God Gamer. Who's also a piece of shit. God Gamer / piece of shit. Auric World. Okay, no, yeah, this is worth not missing. It's a little heavy, but heavy doesn't matter. We just land here and go right. Also, I hope I don't need to reload because the tectonics and weather shouldn't be a problem, but sometimes you just land on the middle of an earthquake and you die on landing, and that just happens. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to do when you land and take damage the moment that you land? You can't even press the red button because as you're taking off, you die. That's 2 damage from the weather. This is still definitely worth the crew loss. I mean, it's not my loss. It's even worth the cards and flowers to the family. Yeah. Okay, good thing I didn't go that way. No. Alright, let's get out of here. Now I'm done with this, star. Yeah, I'll just go to the next star anyway. I'll scope out what could be at those planets, since they're basically in a straight line to home anyway, and I'm not missing time or by scouting. But I also have enough cargo that I can pick up good stuff. I'd say yellow or above. No, I'm gonna stick with blue or above. We could have a drought at the last 2 stars. I can always dump cargo. Okay, we have a green and or cyanic world here. I feel like a lot of the worlds have like the same texture, but they can... There's like a garbage version of... Yeah, chloride. There's like a garbage... They have very similar textures, very close, and it's hard to tell from orbit. But then when you actually do identify it, there's... With the same 2 textures, there's a good version and a garbage version. It looks like a radioactive world in the middle, by the way. But I'm gonna check the gas giant first. What are the odds that this is the one the probes come from? Green world. With biological. High tectonics, however. I think we save here. Not that unsave's coming. But we maybe take a stab at this. I maybe land here and go right, and we'll just grab what I can. And end up too far. So they're fast. How much did that cost? Half a fuel? I'm gonna go with I accidentally hit the wrong button, and so that doesn't count. I don't know. It does seem kind of cheesy, though. Let me, ask the guy that makes the rules real quick. Hey, is it okay that I hit the wrong button? I can get a redo? Yeah, man, it's fine. No problem. We all happens to all of us. Alright, good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Not the bees! Not the bees! You know what? I'll come back here later. I'm gonna sling my hook and move on. Hey, you. You want your face rubs? You want the ear rubs? Where's Rachel? Is my phone dead? Oh, my phone dead. Let me tell my wife that she needs to contact me on... Oh, no. Forgot you were streaming Traffic Sucks Be Home, but eventually. I'm gonna do a pro gamer move and call my wife in the middle of the stream on Discord. My wife. This is radioactives. Class 3 tectonics. This is pretty good. Landing costs no fuel. This has 2 of the 3 good things. So, it does have tectonics, however, so I need to miss the red shit, because the red shit's not very valuable. Hey, puppy dog. He knows that she's almost home. Nah, not worth driving to a red thing. And if I would have picked up a red thing, it would have left behind an orange thing. So, what I did was actually superb. Boop, 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 boop. So, my wife did not answer me, but that's okay, because I didn't answer her either, and my phone died. Papa dog. He's losing it over there. Hey! Hey! He's losing it. Is that a Ruby world, by the way? Did I not notice that was a Ruby world? Is that a Ruby world? No, it's not a Ruby world. It's probably an infrared world, then. From a distance, the lines on it looks Ruby. But you get closer, magma. Yeah, slinging my hook and moving on. Hey, pup, there's no one out there. She's not out there. I'm not out there. You're not out there. Carbide world. We don't do things for 1 value. It's literally 1/4 of a blue and 1/25 of good stuff. Puppy dog. How about I call her again? Am I gonna get left on answer? Water world. No biological for tectonics, but there is a radioactive deposit on this planet. Gonna save in case this planet kicks my teeth in. Hey, man. She's not out there. When she's out there, I will bring you. But she's not out there. Is that her? No, that's... Oh, that's Mr. Buster Brown. It's Buster Brown. Yeah, it's Buster Brown. Hi, Buster Brown. It's Buster Brown. It's your friend. Our new neighbors have a dog, and a dog named Buster Brown. A little Shih Tzu, kind of like brownish in color. You know, Shih Tzus can sometimes be like Tobuscus Shih Tzu with like the mushroom head, and sometimes they have a round head, and sometimes they have a flat head. This one has like kind of the flat head. It has like cute little like fluff on the sides and fluffy drapey ears, and it's kind of like low and flat shaped. Adorable dog. We love our friend Buster Brown. You just need to get used to them. Yeah, but Buster Brown's a good dog. I can tell. I can tell Buster Brown's a good one. Yeah. Moving on. I wonder if I can pause buffer in this game. You know, like press pause while flying on the planet to avoid any consequences. Oh, god damn it. I say as I eat my own words. You know what? I was distracted. I was distracted. Give me another shot, ref. Also, puppy dog, I know we're gonna have to... Puppy dog, I'm coming, man. Come on, puppy dog, I'm coming, man. Watch out for white dots. Watch out for white dots. White dots, watch out. Oh, okay, two's fine, two's fine. Get to the next deposit, get to the next deposit, get to the next deposit, get off this planet. 2 is okay, and I actually got a decent amount extra. We saved these. Puppy dog. I mean, surely she would call if she was home, right, puppy dog? Mr. Puppy, come here. Hand. Chin. Chin. He's like, fuck you, dude. Fair enough. Fair enough. Valid crash out, to be honest. Fuck you, dude is a valid response to my nonsense. Magnetic world. Not worth. Puppy. Huff. Huff. What if I call her once more? 3rd time's the charm, right? Puppy dog. This doesn't look radioactive anymore. This looks like maybe an infrared world. And dust world. Class 5 tectonics. I mean, I'm gonna go home with nothing if I don't try, but I'm also not gonna risk it for this. Meaning I'll take a stab, of course. Let's go with here and to the right, because that seems like it'd be the biggest density in a straight line. Okay. That's already lost 4. That one hit underneath of the damn dot. That's annoying. Are you serious? Okay. Okay. I like how... Do you like how it's scattered, by the way? How it scattered all my stuff right here? Anyway, I'm gonna load it. So that was totally doable, right? I'm gonna give it another try. I'm gonna give it another try. No! Just gotta be a gamer. Gotta be a gamer. Gotta be a gamer. You know what? Let's just bail. That's actually a pretty good... That was already pretty good. I should not risk it for the rest of it. I was gamer enough. Just barely enough gamer. Why no wife? Why no wife answer? I know my phone dead, but like it's dead. Why no one answer? Puppy dog, why is Rachel not answering? Why is the wife not answering? Puppy dog. You know her for longer than I. Did I just get looped back onto the same planet? Let's fly off this direction this time. I think I checked it from left to right, so I guess that was the last world. Star map. Let's go with this one. Puppy dog! Puppy dog! Puppy dog! Come here! Lay down! Come on! Oh my goodness, there's so many planets in every one of these stars. That's normally a good thing, but I was trying to find a stopping point. Help me, for the love of God, help me. Search. We have biologicals, class. Okay. This is going to be the last one that I do. And I'm gonna drop her here and go left. Here we go. Birds. Angry birds? One-shot birds. They're only worth 1 biological each. But this is still useful. Got him. We got one coming here. Got him. Got one there. Got him. I have to land again anyway. I forgot. I didn't look how much fuel it takes to land. One is relatively bad, but the biologicals make up for it. Boop. Got it. And boop. Got it. Alright, let's fill up the ship's cargo. I'm not landing again for... Okay, I'm not landing again for the last of that, but that's actually pretty respectable. Sometimes nice things are just nice. And with that, I'm going to pause it here. I might stream for a little bit more in just a moment. I'm not sure, or maybe a little bit tonight even. But for right now, I have to go see my wife, who's not answering because she's either in traffic and or the phone doesn't Discord very well. And there's that guy right there who likes to bark. Hi, guy. You like to bark? He really wants her to be home. He loves it when she's home. I like it when she's home. I love it when she's home. I prefer when she's home. I prefer when I'm home. But some leaves must fall. Can't always be the case. She has to teach pre-K kids. Oh, he hates that. You hate that? Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Big, deep, rough pets. Oh, big, deep, rough pets. It's a spot right here that she gets. And he loves. I never get it, though. How does she get it? I've tried every angle, every firmness. I think you just like her. Which is fair, because I like her too. Okie dokie. Good gaming. Out. Puppy dog. Let's go do stuff.